See? What up?
What up? What up?
No rain, no snow, no hurricane stopping this. You know what I mean?
We still in
We up in the building.
Yeah.
Woo! Dang, I had to get my Ric Flair going on. But what's up, Triad Hip Hop Podcast? Episode 50.
50.
Episode 50.
Yeah, y'all wasn't expecting us to get to 50, was you?
Yeah, man. Y'all think how, we gonna clunk out? Or y'all probably like, oh man, I hope the hurricane take you. All that. But we in here, man. So we got a guest today that we're gonna interview. We're gonna, go ahead and get him on. He's not with us like physically, but anywho, we're gonna bring him on.
Yeah, we're gonna try to bring him in live. It's a local rapper here. They know him as Mista Spot. So we're gonna bring him on and talk to him for a few minutes. Then after we finish the interview, then we're going to go into some topics on the hip-hop culture and things like that. And,
And we're going to do something special, man. I mean, cut you off. We're going to do something special. Because it's episode 50. It's episode 50. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Man, I got off the toilet, took in the shit. We all great. All right.
All right. So, let's see here. Hold on 1 second. We make sure we got everybody in the building.
Yeah, we're going to get everybody up in here. I guess we need to throw the music on. All right. Get some beats going.
All right.
Yeah, try to get some other beats, man.
Now, does that phone have the sound up? When he's on, we can actually hear him and all that? Or
should.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Nah, I mean, I could probably use this one and go into the live and just, there'll be some feedback either way. But either way, yeah.
Alright, we got Reg in the building.
Reg, what up?
What up, Reg?
What up, Reg?
What up, Dominic? I see Dominic in the building.
What up?
So, thank y'all for checking us out.
50! We ain't talking about 50 Cent either. Although we should talk about him a little bit. We'll talk about that.
We might have to talk about his up.
We're back.
All right.
We had to beat up the Spectrum guy. Feed him to the hurricane real quick.
What's up, Mr. Thomas? All right. So, I'm gonna see if we can figure out how to get him in here.
Oh dang! What the world? I think that's either one of my phones. That's one of my joints. I don't know. I guess a hurricane like, hey.
Right.
I'm gonna crank that mouth. Crank up walking from 2 to 3.
Right. Exactly.
The 3-2 mile per hour to 3 miles per hour. I'm gonna get y'all bastards.
Let's see.
Try the man with the picture on it, I think.
This one?
No, not that one.
Next one?
No.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I think that's it.
He ain't in the list. Damn.
Dang.
Shit. Let me try it again. Yeah, it only offers 3 different people. Maybe because he...
do the search.
Let me see.
I might be able to try him. In here.
Yeah, it ain't giving me the option.
Let me see here. Man.
I know once he gets in the conversation, we can add him, I believe.
So, yeah, tell him to text him something to get on the video. And I think that's what we can do. I think we can probably add him from the vid. Like if he joins the lobby, we can add him that way. What up, Chris? Job Corps, stand up, son! You know what I mean? Virginia. Oh, shit. It's getting a little choppy, too. I apologize about that, y'all. Look, we really about to beat up. We about to beat up the Spectrum dude, for real. What up, Brian?
I don't know if that'll help, but you know.
All right, sorry about that, folks. He said, "What up, Chris? Appreciate you, man.
What up, Chris? What up?
Appreciate you, man." All right. Yeah. Just bear with us for a moment. I do apologize, but we're going to get this underway.
Yeah, we're trying to get our special guest added into the chat, added into the live, so if we can get that going, we'll be good.
Moody things around a little bit. Sound like James Brown. Moody things around a little bit. Oh, man. He's in the group, right?
Yeah, I have him.
And what's his?
Lamar, L-A-M-A-R, McNeil, M-C-N-E-I-L or I-E-L. Hey, Dominic, we ain't got no time for no complaints, man. We trying to get this going.
Yes.
Bear with us, okay?
Bear with us.
If you want to be a part of the podcast, just hang with us and chill. You know, we really don't need that negativity right now. Okay, I think I see him now.
Okay, now we can. What you can do is just. Let me do it on this side. See, click on his, Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, but this is just to invite him. See, I already invited him. It's in sync, I already invited him, but to get him in live. Let me see.
Okay, let me kill this. Going this way.
All right. We got technical difficulties, but we trying, y'all.
We are trying. We are trying.
No. Okay. It won't let you search, though. Why isn't it doing that? All right. should be so much easier.
Yeah, it really should be.
It should be so much easier.
But Facebook trying to be all funny. Let's see. Trying to go into the because usually it'll ask you like if people that come in.
Right.
They're trying to.
Okay, it says he sent a request to join. Let me try it one more time because I ain't seeing the request yet. All right, so let's see. Okay, there he goes.
Okay, bam. See, we got you.
Okay, I hit add, so what's up? Come on, baby. Come on, do something.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Where is it? This is like the worst. Okay, here it says approve. It's bringing it up again. I'm hitting approve. Bring Lamar McNeil on camera. I'm receiving them.
Add.
Add.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
There it goes. There it goes.
I think we're doing something this time.
We got it.
Come on, baby. Let me see. Let me see.
Work the magic. Work the magic. Work the magic.
Adding, but he ain't there yet.
Might be a delay. And oh, what up? He's in the building.
Yes, sir.
He's in the building. What's up?
All right, all right. We can see you now. We can see you now. All right.
Here.
Can you hear him?
What? Oh, what's up, man?
There we go. Okay. Our connection ain't that great, probably because of the weather, but we're gonna do the best that we can to make this thing happen. That's what's up. That's what's up. So
what's good with y'all, man? Y'all
we
safe?
were just
Y'all
talking
safe?
about you a few minutes ago. Your stage name is Mista Spot. So tell us a little bit about how that came about.
The whole Mr. Spot thing?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fam, I'm old school, my dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the era, you know what I mean? So, it started off, it was just like a name they used to call me in the hood. They used to call me Spot in the hood because it was just so many blacks, and I was black as hell. So they would say, well, you can't be a black, so we're just going to call you Spot. And, we started rapping. You know what I'm saying? We started rapping. That was like they just called me that as my rap name, too. I was rapping with a group called Livestock back in the day. And, we was just doing our thing in the hood over on the east side of Greensboro or whatnot, Claremont area and all that.
Can I go in? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's that's what's up. That's what's up. So how long have you really been rapping? Seriously, like like where you really just got in the game and tried to make it happen. Oh, okay, okay. That's what's up, man. So you've been at it for a minute, man. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I like to do the latest song that you released. What's it called? Can I get with you?
Yeah, can't get down with you. Get down with you.
I like that one a lot, man. You plan on dropping anything else soon? We got a little bit of a lag, guys.
Yeah,
Bear with us just a moment. Did we lose him?
Yeah, I don't know.
We might have lost our connection, guys. So bear with us. We're trying to.
Oh, damn.
I think we might have lost him. We got a lot of this bad weather in here in North Carolina.
What a 2 mile hour slow ass.
He said he sent another request. Let's see.
Yeah, just give us a moment for yeah, there it goes.
Says no answer. Approve. Add.
What?
No answer from the video. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's the weather in his area. No answer. He keeps just saying no answer.
Dang. Man.
Technology sucks, man. I'm telling you. This is supposed to make your life better. No answer from my.
Dang.
I don't know.
Try one more time. Let's see.
No answer.
Ask him if he replying. It might. And actually, it might have to just give it a minute. It might. You might. Yeah, it ain't doing nothing. Okay. Yeah, it ain't doing nothing.
Think it might work this time.
All right.
Okay.
All right, what's up? Sorry about that.
All right, man. We back. We back. My bad. I don't know what's going on. Florence is trying to hate on the game. They trying to put the hate down crazy. What's up? We here.
Exactly.
My power slow right now.
Right.
Right, man. So y'all can hear me straight now, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. It sounds a lot better this time. And I think we were just talking about your music and
I've been contemplating that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was. Can you hear? Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even gonna lie. I was kind of done with music. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't really feel like I fit into, you know, what was going on today. And it's just certain sub-genres and sectors of this thing that, you know, it's a certain way you got to break into it. And I felt like I kind of had missed my window. Because if you pay attention, to it, it's like, you know, most of the cats that, you know, still do like that raw rap, that, you know, that what we consider quote unquote real hip hop and all that, they kind of got their exposure. They got on like, you know, when it was popping like that, when it was actually, you know what I'm saying? It was people were receptive of it. Right. And then they're still able to flourish by doing that because they created a name for themselves at that point, you know, where they still have a fan base that they can feed with it. You know what I mean? But you don't really see too many new artists come through and you know, and break onto a mainstream type of wave. That's my daughter back there. With you know, with that type of style of rap. You know what I'm saying? So I was just kind of like done with it. But then I came across a couple of tracks and I was like, second, you know what I mean? I'm feeling this. I guess it's just the love and the passion for it. I still do it, but I just kind of do it recreationally now. So if I throw something out there and it pop, I might supply the demand. You know what I mean? Like if people is checking for it, then I might supply the demand, drop an album or something like that. But right now I just do records. It's whatever I feel at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was gonna say this. You know, with Eminem kamikaze coming out and everything, and really honestly, you know, you got J. Cole. You know, he did a couple. You know, he did things on KOD. I really think that the time to do what you know, like that real rap. Mm-hmm. I think really it's now prominent. The time to do it now more than ever. So, I mean, I really think it might turn back around. So, I mean, do you kind of, I mean, you were saying that, you know, you kind of seeing it die down, like people don't really get to that real rap no more. But, I mean, it's just getting to a point, the climate's getting right. So.
No, the climate is definitely right for it, but you just have
what do you.
Like, if you look at Eminem, for example, Eminem came out in 2000. So, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already been established. He's made a name for himself. He's one of the greatest rappers ever to do it. And so he can do whatever he wants to at the time. If you look at like J. Cole and what he does and his music, and I'm a fan of J. Cole. You know, I appreciate what he's doing with the music and all that. But a lot of his music is kind of catered towards, you know, the commercialism of hip hop. Like he even says it in his music, like he said back before, when you could get a hit without a melody. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of his music is still, you know, is catering towards that demographic. And not only that, but he's part of a machine. You know, he has a machine behind him. So it's a different type of landscape when you got somebody pushing your music off on people and you decide to do whatever you want to do creatively and just coming out the gate, you know, independently. Like, with this, it's just hard to cut through that obscurity of, you know what I'm saying, the noise of a million people doing music around you and doing a certain type of music that everybody's kind of, you know, amicable with right now. So that's the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, if in my opinion, if you know, I love the music that I'm hearing from you. I really love it. So keep doing it, man, because we need more people like you who can slowly help keep turning that, you know, the tide so that people can see what real hip hop is, you know what I mean? And, you know, the more slowly we see more people coming out the woodwork, I think it'll help change the climate, like you said, you know what I mean? So definitely keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, you got You don't have to be one of the younger cats to be good in this game. You know what I mean? So I can see a lot of swag in you. I see a lot of potential, and I really like what I'm hearing, man. So I would definitely say keep throwing them joints out there. And, I see you doing radio station promos and things like that. So keep doing that, man. I love to hear it, man. And I'm glad we could get you on the show as well.
Word, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all having me on. The thing I will say this, the thing about music nowadays is it's lost its value. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of times it's like it's an accessory to whatever else you got going on. You know what I mean? And so like you can get your hands on music so easily now, just streaming, downloading. You can just go on the internet, just search it and pull it up and listen to whatever. You didn't have to do like what you had to do back in the day when you go to the record store. You might wait in line or wait on the store to open just to get, you know what I'm saying, your favorite artist's music and stuff like that. So music has lost a lot of its value. And so you have to attach it to something in certain instances. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing right now, I'm doing a lot of things with film and movies and acting and stuff like that, and implementing my music in that and making that the soundtrack of, my life or whatever it is I'm doing. So it's just coming up with creative ways to, to get it out there. That's the whole thing about it. So yeah, I'm gonna always continue to do music. That's my love, my first passion or whatever. But I got a lot of other things going on too as well.
That's what's up. Let me ask you this one question. I don't know if you tune into like the Lord Jamar, you know what I mean, podcast from time to time. I think I was looking at they had it was an interview with him, Godfrey, and Rod Digger, basically saying that the South ruined hip hop. I don't think they came out and said it like that, but I think they were really kind of talking about the history of the South and how it kind of took over the game. What is your thoughts on that? I tend to disagree with it, but what is your thoughts?
You disagree with it? I watched that last night. It's funny you brought that up. I was watching those couple of their podcasts last night. South ruined the sound of hip hop. No, I won't necessarily say that the South ruined the sound of hip hop. What I would say is I think money ruined the sound of hip hop.
I agree with that. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Once, money sucks the integrity out of everything. And so once you throw money into the equation, then people stop, caring about whatever it was that, the money came to in the first place and just start caring about getting the money. So what happened was people, started putting less emphasis on the art form and started putting more emphasis on, how can we monetize this art form to, create revenue or whatever. And that's what sucked. That's what ruined the sound of hip hop, because the labels, they realized that, they're in it for money. They could give a damn about, the art form of hip hop or whatever like that. And so what they realized was it's harder to reproduce like a Nas, a Wu-Tang, a Biggie, or whatever like that, to find artists that could like match that level of artistry. You know what I'm saying? And so what they did was they dumbed down the audiences so it could be easier to feed the masses to make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if anybody ever, come from the streets and know how that go, like it's more so like getting people accustomed to, and liking cut drugs opposed to the raw drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Because we can make more money off of the cut drugs. It's like, if it's raw and it's pure, then that's like, cutting in our pockets. You see what I'm saying? So they watered down.
Yeah, but sometimes that raw might take you out of here, though.
You're right about that. So I mean, and that's what it is now. It's like people don't want raw no more because that's too potent. That's too strong. Give me some of this watered down, cut up stuff. You know what I mean? Because that raw, I can't handle it. I can't digest it. I can't process it. And that was done systematically by the powers that be in order to create an infrastructure where they could capitalize off of this art form easier. You know, you can drop a new artist every day, and they're gonna eat it up. And I don't care if he's trash or whatever. People are being conditioned to enjoy and appreciate trash. So that's what to me, you know, ruined, you know, the sound of hip hop and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They stopped caring about the art form, and this is just all about money now. It's just about money.
That's true, man. I agree with you on that. You know, a lot of times once you get money in a situation, it kind of changes the whole perspective of things. And so people nowadays, you know, a lot of the kids that want to get into hip hop, they don't want to get into hip hop. They just want to rap because it's easier to emulate what's in the mainstream right now than, you know, when I was growing up and we had like your Rakims and Big Daddy Kane's, you couldn't really just easily emulate them. You know, you had to put in some work to say, I want to be like that someday. Right. But nowadays, somebody can just hear somebody like, oh, I can do that, you know, and I'm good. Right. So, you know, it's just, that's the thing that I don't like about today's hip hop. It's so easy to emulate that anybody can jump in the game and be like a quick success. And so, you know, that's why I said I hope that you keep dropping music because I really like what I see. I've shared your music in our podcast page on Facebook, and so
I appreciate that, man.
Like that, I share it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. We got to keep the culture alive. You know, we got to support one another, especially when we're doing things, you know, geared towards the culture and the essence of this thing. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I teeter-totter back and forth, and I play with it a lot. It's two different sides of this thing that you can approach, and you know, I play with both sides. I play with the commercial side and I play with the underground side. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you need both, like a balance of it. You know what I'm saying? And no longer are they doing artist development or anything like that anymore. Like A&R, that job is kind of obsolete now, you know what I'm saying, within the music industry. So these artists is coming out and they're not even really developed. But it doesn't matter if they selling records or they're you know, they have fans or whatever. So that's what, you know, that's what is killing the culture. But at the same time, it's still people out here that's doing it at a high level. And when we see these people, we got to support them and big them up and, you know what I'm saying, push them out there into the public eye and let people know that it's still, you know, the culture is still alive.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You got any more questions for him?
Oh, I got one. Who's Mista Spot's top 5? We got to know that. Who's the top 5?
Man. Whoa, that's a good question, man. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to go with Biggie as my number one. Biggie's like, you know, my favorite rapper, you know, all time. Biggie was number one. And my top 5 is kind of cliche, you know what I'm saying? But my top 10 gets into some surprising things. But like Biggie is number one.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, you can do a top 10 if you.
Top 10? Okay. All right, let's go.
Yeah, you can do a top 10.
Biggie number one. I'm gonna have to go with Nas number 2.
Okay.
Number 3. But you know the industry is changing now because there's some new upcomers that's pretty dope too. But I'm just an old school. True. I'm an old school cat, so like, you know, I had to give LL my number 3, and I know that might surprise a lot of people. But LL is the reason that I even rap in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And for him to be able to sustain his career as long as he has and still be relevant to this day, that's just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look up to that. You know what I'm saying? That's an attribute right there. Number 4, I say Jay-Z. Jay-Z has always been
Okay.
dope.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's always been dope. He's always been putting it down crazy. Can't take nothing from him. Number 5, I will have to go with number 5. Number 5 for me, it would probably be Lauryn Hill. And you say, why Lauryn Hill? Okay, so Lauryn Hill, right? Beyond what she could do lyrically on that mic, and you know, with her being a female, you know what I mean, in the rap game, and being able to accomplish what she accomplished, she's very influential. Like, you know what I'm saying? She influenced me to to be consciously aware of certain things and to think about, you know what I mean, what I was talking about and what type of influence I'm having on other people. You know what I mean? So like, it would be times when I would be writing a rhyme and I'd be thinking like, what L Boogie would think of this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, she and really, you think about it, she's really kind of like, you know, her and Cool J, they were like the Drake before Drake. Because, I mean, with the rapping and the singing and the, you know, LL with the love song. Yeah.
Right. Like multi-talented. You know what I'm saying? Multi-talented. So, number 6, I'm going to go with 3 Stacks. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He was one of the first cats from the South outside of Scarface. You know, I fooled with Scarface heavy too, but I just felt like 3 Stacks was like his lyrical ability and, you know, the way, you know, he would just play with rhyme schemes and stuff like that. That was dope, especially hearing that coming from somebody from the South. You know what I mean? So big ups to the 3 Stacks. I wish he would do more music, but you know, we all wish the dope ones would do more music. You know what I'm saying? So 3 Stacks, number 6. Black Thought, number 7. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Thought is dope as fuck. I know a lot of people compare me to him and try to put me in that same box with him and stuff like that. And I can see, you know, the comparison. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. I can see what's up, but I definitely respect his craft and what he's been doing for years and stuff like that. But I'm my own person. I always, you know, I don't purposely try to, you know, emulate anybody. If it come out similar, it just come out like that. But you know what I'm saying? I still got high regard for him as far as what he do on that mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
He's dope in many ways and whatever like that. And the fact that I was born looking the way I look, I can't control it. But yeah, that's number 7. Yeah. Somebody said Pop. Now, see, with Tupac, for me, he was more influential as a public figure. You know what I mean? I would put the reason he's coming in late on my list is because my list is based upon, you know, the skill set of rapping and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Of that nature. Pop wasn't the greatest rapper. He wasn't the best rapper, but he was like number 1 on the list as far as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rap.
I agree with that. Yeah.
He was more so of an ill dude than a rapper, an ill rapper. You know, he just happened to rap. You know what I'm saying? So like he probably be like, you know, 9th or 10th on my list. And number 8 would I'm gonna tell you, Ghostface was it for me. You know what I mean?
Man, I knew you were gonna say Ghostface. So I knew you were gonna say
Ghost. See, I'm a student of this game. You know what I mean? So I remember Ghost when he was whack. You know what I mean? Like when he could barely rap, like on Wu-Tang, the first album. You know what I'm saying? First 36 Chambers, he was like my less favorite rapper on there. And then for him to like improve and like really, you know, get into his thing, you know what I'm saying? The way that he did with the music and like start all types of slangs and flows and styles and stuff like that, like to follow. And this is just me personally, like, you know what I mean? I was just heavily influenced by Ghostface. I thought he was ill. You know what I'm saying? One of the illest. And really, I ain't really seen too many people come after him that was like that ill. You know what I mean? He's just stupid ill with it. You know what I mean? On every
Right
aspect.
about that.
You know what I mean? It's like that. I think that's missing in the culture today, where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got rappers out here that are talented and they're dope, like on the mic, like they can spit, they can rap and all that. But like, as a person, how ill are you though? You know what I'm saying? Who are you as a person?
Right.
And Ghost was like one of those dudes, like, man, this is an ill dude, like all around the board. So like I say, Tupac, he come in probably around like what was Ghost 8? So Tupac would be my number 9.
He was 8.
Tupac would be number 9, and then I would say Scarface number 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
That's a good.
That's a pretty good list.
That's a pretty good top 10. Let me ask you this, since you brought up Black Thought, did you hear his latest joint, Streams of Thought, that came out a couple months ago?
The joint he did with Knife?
He did like a whole album.
Yeah, he did an album with Knife Wonder, right?
Yeah, Knife Wonder.
Yeah. I heard that. Yeah, I definitely heard that.
Dope. That's a good joint right there, man.
That was dope.
Like that's kind of what one of those albums that helped to restore my faith in real hip hop. You know what I mean?
Right.
You put it down on that.
Right. It hasn't gone nowhere. It's just obscure right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
because It's like, I think what happened was we stopped. We didn't pass down the torch to the next generation. We kind of was stingy with it and held it to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We didn't teach these youngins coming up, influence them or nothing. We was just kind of in our own box. You know what I'm saying? And so they coming up and they liking to do music too. And they like, well, I can't rap as good as you. I ain't even about to act like I'm not even about to try. But what I can do that you can't do is I can get on this vibe. I can get on this other type of wave, and I know you can't do this. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just about bridging the gap. I keep a lot of young people around me, just to keep my hand on the pulse of, the vibe that they got going on today, because it is a vibe. I know people like try to knock mumble rap and the turn up and all that kind of stuff, but like, I be with these young dudes, like they be doing that on purpose. Like, that's their art form. It's like they mumble on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like how we use slang when we coming up. We say words that are not words, and it just means some other type of thing. That's their
Right.
That's
true.
So we just gotta respect it all in the same aspect, and just kind of bridge the gap. The old, blend with the young, and we, push this culture forward, because they bringing something to the table.
That's what's up, man. So, that was pretty much all the questions I had. Did you have another question for
I
us?
think I'm good here, man. Hey, we appreciate you, man, and you be safe down there, and where you at, man. We definitely want to have you on again. Maybe freestyle for us.
No doubt, man. I'm gonna have to come to the city. That's my hometown. I got mad love for Greensboro. Y'all be safe up there. I'm gonna have to come there personally, and we're gonna sit down at the round table and chop it up, man. And now, whatever y'all want to do, we can do it.
That's what's up, man. Well, we got a few more topics to talk about before we shut it down. So you're welcome to hang out with us. But if you need to go, we definitely appreciate you. So it's up to you if you want to hang out with us or not. We're going to just, chop it up about a few more things that have been happening in hip hop this week.
Oh, man, I'm with it, man. I'm here. I'm here for it.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, yeah, okay. Well, what you want to get into first, man?
Well, we can talk about the state of the culture thing.
All right. Well, yeah, we you know, I don't know if y'all know it, but Joe Budden started his new show, State of the Culture, and it's basically about the hip hop culture and current events and all that that's happening. And you know, I like the show. I like the whole premise of the show, and I just think they do need to get a little more organized. Because when I watched the first episode, it was good because they were covering those topics, but they were unorganized, so they were just kind of doing a lot of talking over each other and things like that. Have you had a chance to check that out?
Yeah, I did. I did watch Joe Budden's podcast. I just watched the one where he was replying to Eminem or whatever. And it's like he just took over the whole podcast. I mean, the whole show was about, you know.
Now that one I'm talking about, he got a new show on Revolt though, called State of the Culture. This is
no, I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm talking about the podcast. You talking about the Revolt thing? No, I didn't see it. I didn't get to see that yet, man. I've been scrambling, running around, but I did see it advertised. So what was they talking about on there?
Yeah, they were basically covering some of the same stuff. You know, they were covering the Nicki Cardi thing at the New York Fashion Week, and you know, he had special guests on there. He had Remy Ma and a couple of other people. I don't know their names, but Remy Ma was the notable guest. And one of the things they talked about was how Eminem took a shot at Joe, and Remy Ma kind of, you know, brought it to him a little hard. She was like, "So
she called him out."
Respond? You know,
she was like,
she said, "What is it that you scared?" She's like, "You scared? You puss? What is it? What's going on?"
Yeah.
And he kind of changed the subject. He was just like, "Nah, it's not that. But let's change the subject." So it's like, you know, dude, what's wrong? You know, and now that Eminem has done this second response to MGK, I don't know if you heard it, the Kill Shot song. He threw another shot at Joe Budden. So now it's like, okay, what are you going to do? You know, are you going to respond or what? You going to keep playing this retirement role? Because I'm like, you know, I think he just scared.
Yeah, I don't think he really want no smoke with him. Joe Budden is nice, you know what I'm saying? And you don't think he's nice?
He's nice.
No, he's good. I'm just talking about he don't want no smoke. He's good.
Nah, he don't want no smoke with him, man. He just he can sit there and talk all day, but like when it comes to that mic, his skill set is not on no Eminem level. But then again, I mean, I don't know how that could turn because you don't necessarily gotta be, you know, the dopest cat on the mic to really say something. You know what I'm saying? To really dig in somebody's soul. So, I mean, the reason I think that he's just trying to bait him into saying, giving him some more shine, if anything. Like, give me a whole song. I'm not going to respond to no one line or nothing like that. So I just think he's just trying to bait him. Like, give me a reason to respond. But I've never heard any. So I don't know. You know, maybe he has something on him that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Remy Ma did bring up a good point. Like, are you scared of him or what? What's up? You know what I'm saying? But he got a right to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what about the you know, Lord Jamal also, you know, in his podcast he addresses him too. I mean, since we're on that subject, kind of, do you feel that I mean, because he flat out said he wasn't going to respond to him. He was just, you know, I think he's like trying to play chess. I mean, is he trying to do like the same thing as Joe, try to just get a little bit more exposure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Joe admitted that he's not a battle rapper. So that just takes him out of the equation right there. But he can sit there and he can talk you to death. You know what I'm saying? He'll get on his podcast and pick you apart.
Right.
Like how he did on the podcast. And I think that's the approach most people gonna take with him. Yeah, ain't nobody really trying to, but except for MGK. Now his reply to him was kind of dope to me. I thought he kind of got at him a little something.
Yeah, it was. We was definitely. You know,
Hey, I mean, the beat was tight. I mean, the production is good. The lyrics weren't great, but I mean, for what he was saying, it was good. I mean, you know, for the new style.
That's how you have to beat him. You have to beat him by really saying something, because you're not going to out-rap him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's technical. He's technical with those words and putting them together, them flows and those deliveries and concepts and schemes and all that. You're not going to out-rap him. You got to really say something that, you know,